Away we go then at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So long without a win for Spurs. And in league terms, very long time doing nothing but winning for Chelsea. We've had to sneak past Arsenal, City and United respectively in the last 3 years to grab the title on the final day. None of that this time around, leading from the front, from the off, and staying there. Guro Wright has just been nutmegged, standing in at left-back today, doing what Baltimore's done for a lot of the season. An attack-minded left-back is Spurs' left-back. Ash Neville, dangerous ball. Chelsea with some early defending to do. This would be the time to get them, you would think. Well, they're just getting used to playing with one another. Wednesday night up in Manchester, Chelsea were playing. Charlie Grant here, getting the better of Nusken. Aaron Cuthbert on the cover. Whistle has to go when a boot is off. It's Guro Wright that lost it. And it is Nusken at centre-half, where she did play a couple of times for Emma Hayes. Wrighton played left-back and occasionally left wing-back as well, under the former coach, but this term has either been left wing, number 10, or a substitute more often than not, because of the brilliance of the new signing Baltimore. England will get there. Cheap offside. By a few inches. Hannah Hampton's been excellent of late, and she's had to be. Chelsea were, not for the first time in fairness, a little fortunate to win at Manchester United in midweek, and that was in no small part down to Hannah Hampton's saves. Been a busy end of season. Were it not for her, the Champions League semi-final would have been even worse. Made a lot of great stops in that. Here's Neville for Tottenham, who've started pretty well here. England trying to get turned. Just Naz couldn't quite get any purchase on the shot. Cuthbert will be important today, with Nusken as a makeshift defender and Mpome as an inexperienced one. Lawrence has plenty of that experience. Here's Micah Hamano. Hamano scored the opener against Spurs in the reverse fixture this term. She also scored against them, her first Chelsea goal last season. It was a very lively game, the reverse fixture. 5-2, Chelsea won it. A couple of absolute hammers from Cannerud. They're getting so used to success. 5 league and cup doubles under Emma Hayes. There's already a league and cup double of sorts has happened this term. Naz has pinched it. good ball. Grant couldn't feed it on to England. Jean-Francois to Macario. Canarad. Here comes Sjokanusken. Robert Villahelm down there. Tougher second season than first, no doubt about that. His team last won the end of January in the 95th minute away at the now relegated Crystal Palace. That is a long time ago. That was followed by 6 straight defeats in League and Cup. A couple of draws since then. And a 3-2 home defeat to Aston Villa. Here's Macario. Sumanen back helping out. First corner of the game is Chelsea's. Easy cut out for Ash Neville, long serving player. Knocking on for 200 Tottenham appearances. Regular through the Championship up to now. Now maybe a counter on if the pass is any good. Kept in by England. Early ball from her is a good one. Hampton just got there. The ball was on. Just needed a bigger slide from Charlie Grant. Agonisingly out of reach. Here's Canarad. Macario with it. Drawing the space. Now the pass will come. There it is. Deflection. Fischl on target. Half a chance at both ends. Both keepers getting a touch. Lisa Kopp in goal for Spurs here. She'll be relieved that this is the only kind of save she had to make there. Mia Fischl got 45 minutes against Crystal Palace the other day and cleverly poached the 4-0 goal. First for more than a year. After a long injury layoff. Absence of Beth England, the goals have just dried up for him. His team have scored 25 times this season in the WSL. This is obviously game number 21. 4 of them by opposition players. 4 of their league goals came on the opening day. Nearly half of them came in the first 5 games of the campaign. They have been shut out way too often since then. 10th is absolutely not where they ought to be, with or without Bethany England. Had a great impact in his first season, though, Robert Villahelm. Included Tottenham's first ever FA Cup final. Indeed, it was their first semi-final at that point. Aurélien Jean-Francois not pulling out of that one. Right, and stepping in well. Determined. Hamano. Up to Fischl. Nice take. Macario. The switch is on for Cannerud. Accurately played. It's good. Harassing from Neville. Well, they'll take the throw, Spurs. I suspect there could have been a yellow card there if Bethany England had stopped, because Jean-Francois definitely pulled her back. There. Another one of the former PSG contingent, Jean-Francois. Baltimore not involved today. Ash Lawrence used to be their captain. And they're up against a former colleague in Claire Hunt at centre-back for Tottenham today. Came in the summer from Paris. There she is. Now Morris. Charlie Grant back in the team, playing a bit further forward now. Jean-Francois into Hamano. Fringe players for Chelsea that would start regularly for most, if not all, the other clubs in this division. Strong from Morris. One back by Cuthbert. Confidently done by Elisa Kopp in the January window from Leicester. Made her debut against them. Clean sheet and a win. They won the next game at Palace as well. Spurs have lost 6 and drawn 2 of the 8 games since then without a single clean sheet for her in that time. The official doing the chasing here. Even when fit, tough team to break into. Ramirez generally the starting centre forward. Aggie Beaver-Jones, if not, Macario can play in there. And that's all still with Sam Kerr, one of this division's best ever strikers, to come back to fitness now. Aurélien Jean-Francois down here. Here's why. Hit pretty hard by England. little concern amongst them. First time they've been quiet all day. The young French midfielder is down. And of course there are options on the bench if there's any suggestion that that is anything dicey in the way of concussion. A little disjointed so far, Chelsea, and I think you'd probably expect that with this many changes. Well, that's encouraging. Well, Hannah Hampton doesn't look too bothered. Chelsea have won all 10 in the WSL head-to-head between these two clubs. It is pretty frightening if you're a Spurs fan. If you're wondering why that number isn't made into an even one by today, it's because of the COVID season. And it wasn't quite completed, but Chelsea were still given the title despite being second, just behind Man City, who played a game more. Here's Molly Bartrip, long-serving defender. He's wearing the armband in the absence of Bethany England. It's up towards England now. That's her flick. And Spence made that hers, and wouldn't you just know it, another aerial challenge straight away for Oriane Jean-Francois. Naz has been very quiet so far. Jean-Francois has been very busy. Tottenham fans making themselves heard. They've only had a couple of games here this season. Lost them both, Arsenal and Manchester United. Obviously, you need to pick the more glamorous-looking games. There's another cheap offside against them there. It doesn't necessarily make it any easier to win them. Three games they played in this ground prior to this term. They'd won them all. Serena Wiegman, England coach, watching on. Bit of room here for Kat Macario. 20 minutes light on chances, maybe something now. Here comes Guro Wrighton. Cannerud was arriving. Evelina Sumanen was also arriving. Excellent cover from their deep line midfielder there. Well, that might have been a simple one for Jojo Cannerud. Been a while since she scored. Did get two against Spurs. Official to Hermano here. Cannerud in the middle once more. Not this time. Naz. Neville. England into Holt. Olivia Holt. Dane who came in the mid-season break. It was her late winner at Palace the last time Tottenham won, more than 3 months ago. Naz. Curiously pedestrian first quarter, given the not really that much on it. You think they should be able to relax to some degree. Ash Neville took her eye off the ball there. Unbeaten seasons have been done before, but not since the WSL went to 22 games. I wonder if Serena Wiegman thought she might be seeing Lucy Bronze today, or Millie Bright, or Kira Walsh. And probably when she booked it, Lauren James. One of whom will be featuring for Chelsea today. Hannah Hampton hasn't had many question marks against her this term at all, but as she plays in front of Wiegman, funnily enough, there were a couple of question marks about both the Tottenham goals in that 5-2. Nice pass to release Neville here. Goal side of Lawrence, there's the cutback, and a rare shot in this opening quarter. It comes from Olivia Holt, and Tottenham have a corner. Suominen on corner duty for Spurs here. Decent far post delivery that. Nuskin got a head on it. Cannerad, followed by Ash Neville. Job done, Ash Neville. Naz flipped round the corner for England and doesn't just finish him off. She's probably their best passer too. Here's Ella Morris, been having a good season at right back. Her debut Tottenham season. The cross cut out here by Nuskin. Hunt was sharply in to win it back. Here is Bartrip. Neville against Cannerud continues to be a really good duel. It's the left back who wins the day here. Long way out for Holt. Nodded back towards Spence, didn't quite sit for the shot. Maybe it will now. Good block. Jean-Francois is England. No room in there, no clearance yet either. England again, loopy header. She's only scored once against her former club. Scrappy stuff, but what you would say is Chelsea managed to get someone in the way of everything at every point during that exchange. Holt trying to hold off Jean-Francois and drawing the challenge from it. Latest league title, the 9th that Sonia Bonpastor has won as either player or coach. 5 cups as well, and maybe a 6th to come. 3 times the Champions League as well, twice as a player, once as a coach. She actually lost a Champions League final at Stamford Bridge as a player for Lyon. And it would have been a hat-trick. Final to Wolfsburg in 2013, a showpiece that was staged at her new club's home. Apart from Chelsea, Man City have done an unbeaten league campaign, 2016, but there were 16 games then. Arsenal in 2012, but there were 14 games then. So over a 22-game campaign, this would be history. They could match their own record of 19 wins out of 22, but they did lose a game that season when they won 19 times, 22-23. Have to win both of their remaining games, Chelsea, to beat the points haul of that campaign. That was 58, they can get to 60, but they need to win this as well as the final day at home to Liverpool. Liverpool losing the Merseyside derby earlier today, in case you didn't see it, at Anfield, 2-0 to Everton again. That really is a bogey fixture for them. I think that's 4 times Liverpool have met Everton at Anfield in the WSL, and Everton have won the lot. I think I'm right in saying Liverpool haven't even scored a goal in any of them. Here's Macario. It's expected that Liverpool and Tottenham would battle it out for 5th this term. That could still happen for the Reds. It certainly can't happen for Spurs, but they could jump up a bit. Too much traffic in front of them. We've had half an hour today with very few chances. A mixture on that bench. On the left there, the 17-year-old Lola Brown, Charles, Germer, Bjorn back fit again, Kira Walsh. Official. Neville's been very good so far. Canary, Lawrence, needs a bit of dynamism. Chelsea trying to provide it down the right now. Cuthbert, he's always good for a bit of that. Out by Holt. Canarud, Macario, that's a little bit sharper from the champions. Really good move this. Cat Macario wanted room for the shot, denied it. A good challenge coming in initially from Molly Bartrip, but then the foul after it. Chance for a free shot at goal in a game where we've not seen many of them. That was a good block. And where exactly was that? Neville on Macario here. Well, it's inside. Bethany England was doing her best. But I'm afraid, from Tottenham's point of view, Cat Macario has a chance from 12 yards here to put the champions in front. Lisa Kopp doing her best to put her off. Having earned it, the American has a chance to take herself into double figures for this season. On the line, and the assistant's going to be watching. Hope you heard that, Lisa Kopp. Macario's been pretty cool from the spot this term, hasn't missed one yet, and she's taken a few when Gura Wrighton has not been on the field. Interesting that she's taking it now when Wrighton is on the field. Is how you take a penalty. Even if Kopp had gone the right way, she wouldn't have stopped that. Brilliant from Macario. The champions in front. For a long time, this has been a game needing a goal. It has got one. Neville missed the ball and caught Macario. And Macario's found the corner, maybe even via a bit of post, but it's right in that side netting. Perfect penalty, absolutely perfect. Tottenham 0, Chelsea 1. Hit the side before it hit the back of the net. The mark of a good spot kick. Chelsea on their way to 11 out of 11 wins against Spurs. The records are well within grasp now. Naz sliding in. It was a chunky challenge on Erin Cuthbert, no stranger to those herself. She's up. Well, they weren't anywhere near their best for that opening half an hour, Chelsea, and you might have expected that with the amount of changes made. Realistically, in this 11 that's out there right now, Hannah Hampton and Erin Cuthbert, the only two you would say for sure in their absolute fully fit A-team. Compare this starting 11 to what you see at Wembley in a couple of weeks' time, they would probably be the only two starting the match for Chelsea. But they find a way, almost always. Looking for number 2 here, simple grab for Kopp. Here's that 50-50, Naz and Cuthbert. In fairness, Jess Naz has actually done her best to not follow through with that, having started to slide. Fischl. Canner just off with the pass, otherwise Fischl and Hermano could have been in business there. Shoot, they say. She hasn't scored yet in the WSL, Ariane Jean-Francois. Scored against Durham in the League Cup and against SC Twente in the Champions League. Wasn't that nonchalantly down in front of the England coach. Nailed-on member of the squad a little while ago, but more of a question mark now. Jess Naz scored in the last home game in the defeat against Aston Villa. It wasn't here, and her only other goal this season in the WSL came on the opening day. And she's not ever been prolific, but even so, that is way down, and she's not been making many either. Others, like in that position, perhaps Aggie Beever-Jones actually on the Chelsea bench, have been coming to the fore in the recent internationals as well. Wiegman has choices to make ahead of the Euros upcoming. Scrapping again from Suman and Spence. Not seen much of Drew Spence. 13 years. Was Chelsea's longest serving player when she departed after 238 appearances for the club. I think his team have played okay here. But yet again, they aren't winning, and without a goal a few minutes before the break. And while you've been used over the years to Chelsea blowing teams away, they have been far narrower wins. There's just been more of them this term. 8 times they've won a game by a single goal, Chelsea, this season. Just for comparison, last season they only did it twice. In that final Emma Hayes season, Chelsea won 13 games by 3 goals or more. They've had 6 this season that fall into that category. Huge hole and no flag. Where's the Chelsea defence gone? Well, it's still got Hannah Hampton behind it. Not for the first time in these last few weeks. Hannah Hampton spares the Chelsea blushes. Oh, what a giveaway, and what an opportunity right on half-time for Tottenham to level. Can't pass up chances like that. Charlie Grant. Pome, who slipped, having given it away. Pretty tight call for on or off, but the flag had stayed down. Hannah Hampton has been making a lot of good saves one-on-one recently. They might be in again here. Cuthbert to the rescue for Chelsea. Well, whether it's the first game or last, title wrapped up or nowhere near, Erin Cuthbert plays every game as if everything is on it. She's giving plenty of orders out there, not overly impressed. Thankful to her goalkeeper here. Charlie Grant yet to score in the WSL. Won't have many better chances than that. Holt again on set-piece duty. I don't believe there's any shin pads in there. I don't know how she's got past the regulations on that front. Far post is the target. Nodded down towards England, and Hampton just swoops in. The goal scorer wins a corner, and she'll take it. Nice turn. Cario into Mpome, nearly got there, Jean-Francois. Kept alive here from Mpome, and Canarud! That took at least one touch on the way through, and maybe two. I think this is come off the back of Molly Bartrip. Rather than Lisa Kopp. We're into stoppage time. Macario will go from the other side. And that's a good delivery. Fischel with the header up. And Pome. Kopp came, didn't really get there. Fischel into the crowd. What a mess. Nusken as well into the crowd. Good luck getting through that lot. Cuthbert. Again, Molly Bartrip in the way. Tottenham just can't get out at the moment. Look how compact and crowded. Is he in that D? Width required. Neville. Hamano. Grant on the charge. Jean-Francois doing everything she can within the bounds of legality to stay with her. It's a good tracking job. 2 added minutes left. Robert Villahelm clearly wanted a free kick for something there, and he might have had a point, actually. Forward by Hunt. Naz will get onto this loose ball. Early cross is a good one. Glancing header from England. I'd expect a little more from her there. More of an assist in promise than a finish, perhaps, from there, but didn't quite get there, the skipper. Hunt again. Nusken didn't want to go backwards. Might wish she had now. Naz. Nice shimmy from Jess Naz. That was excellent. Beautiful balance, but Mpome blocks the shot. Morris. Single-minded approach from Ella Morris. Been getting a good few starts in her debut Tottenham campaign. A WSL debut campaign. Regular as a youngster for Southampton in the Championship prior. Here's Wrighton. Final seconds of a pretty low-key first half. And a pretty even one. And there indeed is the whistle. It should be all square. No one was knocking that hard on the door for the opening goal, but Macario was caught by Ash Neville, and she stuck the penalty away perfectly, and that is why the champions are in front. Wonderful, golden chance at the other end for Charlie Grant, one-on-one. She couldn't find the corner of the net, and Hannah Hampton, not for the first time, keeping Chelsea in business. Champions are in front. Still looking at breaking a record, on target for it, with 1.5 league games to play this season. And they lead, even with a much changed side here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, where the half-time score is Tottenham 0, Chelsea 1. She wants that unbeaten league season. And players pushing for starts as well. Away we go in the second half. Liverpool at Kingsmeadow. Perfect homecoming for Chelsea next weekend as the league wraps up and the trophy comes their way once more. Who can force their way into Bonpastor's thinking for the FA Cup final lineup at Wembley that follows? 2 weeks today against the holders, Manchester United, who beat them in the semi-final last term. You would think Hampton, Cuthbert and possibly Cannerid of these 11 would be starting that cup final. Maybe through good form or door opening via injury. There could be other places up for grabs. Tottenham finish their season, by the way, away at Everton. Not even Emma Hayes managed a domestic treble in charge of Chelsea. Very nearly on a few occasions, but it never quite happened. Jean-Francois with a nice take. England won't leave her alone, but she's shaken her now. Jean-Francois into Macario. That's really well worked by Chelsea. Macario, it's behind the official. Right. Official. Sucked in the challenge of Claire Hunt, who just had a little nibble illegally. A little bit of grappling on the back there. Only a little, but enough for Melburgeon to say free kick. Yellow carded for it as well, Claire Hunt. They've let in a lot of set-piece goals, Tottenham. Been a real problem for them this season. That and not scoring enough at the right end. Goal scorer will take. Hacked out by Olivia Holt. Forward by Lawrence. Don't see much of Maika Hamano. Nuskin and Pomey. Just that one dicey moment for Young and Pomey in the first half. Pretty confident on the ball, just overran it. Definitive day in the women's game, with Manchester United making sure they can't be overtaken by Manchester City in the race for Europe. And it's looking more and more like the London City Lionesses will be up into the WSL for the first time next term. At the expense of Birmingham, those two are playing at the moment. Here's Naz for Tottenham. Holt, nicely done. Really confident from a player who's got really good balance, Olivia Holt. I feel like next season we'll see more and more of her being a real danger. Confidence and balance, and a free kick earned in a dangerous area here. Robert Villaham hopes. He's got a very good goalkeeper that his team need to get past here, though. Evelina Sumanen looks like she's eyeing it up here. Now the only contender as the others move away. Surely it's going to be a shot. Hampton couldn't be sure. She was certainly scrambling across. Her last goal was at Chelsea back in October. Decent effort this from the Finn. Sumanen caught out Hampton with that one, as did Amanda Nilden. With one of those ball over the line, just carried over, in fact. Nilden on the Tottenham bench today. Two goals Canner had scored in that game were both rockets. That was 5-2 to Chelsea. This one hasn't been quite as lively. They expect the trophies every season, and they get them. The rarity last year was that it was only the WSL. Here comes Cuthbert on the drive. A familiar sight for so many years in this division. Erin Cuthbert driving her team on. Neville following her. There's Lawrence up against Naz. Well defended by Jess Naz. Vika Kaptein inbound for the champions here. Sonia Bonpastor making her first change. And it'll be the official coming off. She continues her comeback. Really, every minute counts at the moment. Got 45 last time, 55 this time. Having had just a couple of cameos off the bench in March. Having previously been out since February of last year. Well, Kaptein coming on, that will not be a straight swap. I imagine that'll see Kat Macario going to centre forward for Chelsea here. Unless Sonia Bonpastor's trying something rather more odd. Calmly done, under pressure, with the Spurs rear guard here, Morris. Kopp. Nicely taken by Holt. Probably the best player on the pitch in this hour or so we've played, Olivia Holt, certainly for Tottenham. A good challenge from Nusken and a good dummy as well to buy herself a bit more room, and she's found the pass. Cuthbert. Ball is on here. The Kaptein to chase. Fresher legs, but Molly Bartrip had the head start. How often do you see her in Cuthbert not come out of those little struggles with the ball at her feet? So tenacious. Jean-Francois, back to Nusken. Fairly comfortable back there, filling in. Such a versatile player. In the same 2-week period last season, she's played centre forward and centre back for Emma Hayes, as well as her usual central midfield. Sumanen, but Maika Hamano steals in for Chelsea here. And that was headed for the corner. Or at least close enough to it for Lisa Kopp to deem it worth having a fly at. He scored in 2 previous matches against Spurs as Maika Hamano. That's a good effort. It may well have been heading in. Enough curl on it to get inside that post, maybe. Or at least certainly to hit it. Certainly needed saving anyway, as we approach the hour. It's another Chelsea corner for Kat Macario. Captain clips Holt. Vika Captain is cautioned. One each on that front, her and Claire Hunt for Tottenham. Well, Charlie Grant departs knowing that she really should have scored. Wimberg is her replacement. The player she came in for replaces her. The young Swede is on. Off balance, but worth a hit for Captain, I think. Claiming she was clipped from behind here. Evelina Sumanen. Scored the other day at Stamford Bridge, right at the end of that rather disheartening second leg of that entirely disheartening semi-final. It was her first goal since she got the equaliser late at Leicester, one of the games that Chelsea could and might have lost in this unbeaten league campaign. Just a couple more internationals coming off the bench now. Natalie Bjorn and the million-dollar woman, Naomi Girma. Cuthbert is coming off. That'll probably mean Sjerken Nusken resuming midfield duty, because both those incoming are very much centre halves. The best defender I have ever seen, said Emma Hayes, no less, of Naomi Girma. New defensive pair on for the Blues. Half an hour or so to play. Here's Macario. Macario. Missed a trick. Neville didn't. London City Lionesses are 2 up now at Birmingham, the battle of the top 2. In the Women's Championship, that'll do it. They only needed a draw to be sure of a first promotion. Looks like there won't be a return to the top flight for the former irregulars of Birmingham City. Be interesting to see what impression they can make on the division, the Lionesses. Given how stark it's been. With those coming up, going straight back down again. Palace, Bristol City last term. Or was it in saving this Hermano shot that Lisa Kopp picked up a problem? Just while the Spurs keeper gets a bit of treatment, a reminder that you can keep up to date with all of the latest news in the world of women's football. And to do that, sign up to the official newsletter, either by clicking the link on the pinned comments, or you can go to the official Barclays Women's Super League website and do it there. Robert Villahelm need to call upon Eleanor Heaps. Well, they could do with something to cheer about. Whether they come here for the women's games or to Brisbane Road, or indeed come here for the men's games. There's not been a lot of that this season. Guro Wrighton. Don't see much of her getting forward, really, in relative terms. Just a little on the safe side today. Buskin has been restored to her more usual midfield role. Here's Germa. Now Wrighton again. That's nicely played by the Norwegian. Hermano into Macario. Back to Guro Wrighton. Good move this from Chelsea. But Wrighton offside. Reading earlier today, Guro Wrighton has scored or assisted in 47 WSL games. Incredibly, Chelsea haven't lost any of them. That is a record she jointly holds with another Blue, or a former Blue, Ji So-yeon, a fantastic number 10 in their original title-winning team of 2015. They've all gone now, bar Millie Bright. There are a lot who had hung around for a long time. Hannah Blundell, Drew Spence, who's out there for Spurs now. Fran Kirby until last summer. G, and now the last one left, who's been given a rest today, Millie Bright. Hence why Erin Cuthbert had the armband. Guro Wrighton has now taken it. England and Scotland in harmony in the comfy seats. Lawrence into Macario. Could see what she was trying. Cheeky little back flick into the run of Vika Kaptein. Now there's a pass on here. Wimberg must be offside though. pass had to come a second or two earlier. Amazed Olivia Holt didn't see that. Vinberg was doing her best to stay on side. There is where it has to be passed. By that point, it's too late. Martha Thomas. Is today the day? No goal this season in the WSL, incredible. Scored at Chelsea to kick off last season, that was at Stamford Bridge. Had a great start, scoring tons of goals, Martha Thomas, in the absence, as it was then, of Bethany England. Yellow card for Sjöken Nusken for the challenge on Suominen. Birmingham City have pulled one back at home to London City Lionesses, but Birmingham have to win that game to go up instead of them. Easy cut out for Lawrence, and now Cannerud into Macario. Again trying that flip round the corner for Vika Kaptein. Macari's got it back now though. Clever pass, Hamano. Well, it was all very tidy until the finish, and she is a lot better than that, hence the disappointment. Good from Macario. Balance and awareness. Ash Neville coming off here for Spurs. It's going to be a double change, and Olivia Holt as well. Amanda Nilden, who scored against Chelsea, will take her place. It's a very weird goal. You should look it up if you didn't see it. Holt looked really good. But someone to play up there with. Bethany England is the call. And Martha Thomas in search of that goal. Her only goal this season in January, in the home defeat to West Ham in the League Cup. She got 6 goals in the opening month of last season, Martha Thomas, while England was out, including one at Chelsea. And in the year and a half since, she's got 1 WSL goal. Extraordinary, barren spell. Hunt into Morris. It's a good take, that, under pressure for Suominen. Clever touch. Promise here with England in the middle. Needed a better cross. She was waiting for the tap-in. disappointing delivery from Vinberg. Clever little flick from Martha Thomas. Go Jess is the encouragement as Naz closes down Hampton. Chelsea 20 minutes or so away. And yet another win with yet another clean sheet. That's good from Macario again. Hermano fouled. Ellen Morris kind of couldn't get out the way, I think. Macario's been arguably Chelsea's best player today, but apart from the fact that she won and scored the penalty, she has been the one most likely to make things happen even from the rest of open play, and indeed set-piece delivery. Spence. Chance maybe on the counter for Tottenham here. Vinberg. She'd lost the ball before she was arguably nudged by Hermano. Macario won't chase that one. Lola Brown appears to be getting set for another moment to remember here. More on Chelsea's teenager in a moment. She comes on for, we shall see. Kennerid's touch there. That one's gone against Hermano. Her and Morris coming up against each other a lot, plenty here, and double change for Sonia Bonpastor. And with all due respect to Aggie Beaver-Jones, this is a much bigger deal for Lola Brown. It's Kat Macario who's going to come off, and she hopes she'll depart as this game's match winner. Looks that way at the moment. This is the moment itself where she won the penalty and then scored it. Her replacement, Lola Brown, has played twice for Chelsea, both as a substitute at Stamford Bridge, both in the Champions League. So this, at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, her WSL debut. And yes, she does look young, even younger than she is, which is 17. Aggie Beaver-Jones, relatively ancient. Herself came through the Chelsea system a few years back and has become regular. And is in fact the joint top scorer this term. Mika Hermano, the other Chelsea player to make way. Somebody's got to finish up as Chelsea's top scorer this term. You would think, in a team that gone so deep in so many competitions. And even though they're not at their prolific best, are still, you know, second top scorers in the league. But there would be a standout in there, but that is not the case. Vicario and Myra Ramirez both have 10 in all competitions. Wright and Beaver Jones both have 12. But when you've got Canara chipping in with a few, Cuthbert, Nuskin, not as many options for Serena Wigman to watch as she might have thought she'd have seen today. It's a nice take from Thomas. Guro right and stuck with her really well. England's #1 in most people's eyes now. Hannah Hampton. Good closing down from Brown. Facing France, Wales and Serena Wigman's native Netherlands in the group stage. The Euros this summer. Bjorn, back fit again, not been seen playing since an injury following the first leg defeat in Barcelona, where she conceded the early penalty that Hannah Hampton saved. Well, I'm not sure if anyone, bar perhaps Kat Vicario, has really demanded to break into her real A team for that cup final. Expect a real mix to keep it fresh for the home finish against Liverpool next week. I'm sure a few regulars will be back, but not all of them necessarily. Suominen. Right, missed her challenge. Morris, that's a better cross. England needs to get up. Lola Brown left it. Morris has smashed it against her. We have 8 minutes and stoppage time to play. That was the best ball into the box Tottenham have managed all game long. Otherwise, they've all been a little too close to Hannah Hampton, but that was nasty. Guro Wright will be super relieved. Natalie Bjorn got the touch there before Bethany England could. So I think England had made that dart in across Lawrence here and would have got there first. Eight league goals this season. 8 weeks injured though, recently. Injured plenty last term as well, England. Brighton, thought maybe caught Jess Naz there. After clearing the ball. And 5 changes made by Sonia Bonpastor here. Looking increasingly like 5 straight home defeats. They'll be knocking on for 4 months without a win, Spurs. And despite that, look at the smiles. Maybe they're just getting used to it. Have a chance to finish with victory on Merseyside, the blue half. Away. That's next Saturday when this league wraps up for another year. Game 22. Seems to be quite a light-hearted atmosphere all round. No real pressure on either side, frankly. Maybe that's got something to do with it. It's not been a thrilling performance, but they've seen plenty of them from their champions. England with the cross. Not quite. Just on those Chelsea numbers. Although the unbeaten campaign is there and the title has been won early, and clearly that is 90% of all that matters. But, they're going to have to score 6 more in, what, a few minutes and 1 match next week. Otherwise, they will have their lowest goal tally since the COVID title win, and that obviously did not even get completed that season. Around 90 minutes completed for Oriane Jean-Francois here. And Sonia Bonpastor really shuffling the pack. And Macario is used to medals. Won plenty of them with Lyon, with Sonia Bonpastor. She is one amongst the Chelsea group who do know what it is to win the European crown. Kira Walsh, Lucy Bronze, the coach, Khadija Buchanan, and Kat Macario have all done that. Naomi Girma has won just about every accolade going in the States, club and country. The presumption is it's her and Millie Bright. At the moment it's her and Natalie Bjorn. Girma tends to play left-sided centre-half, as you're seeing here. Hampton, who used to be an outfielder, drills it beautifully to Guro Reiten. Captain into Brown. Oh, lovely. from Maggie Beever-Jones, and she's going to keep it in. Oh, that would have been a brilliant goal. What a clever touch. That was outrageous from Beever-Jones. Deserved a goal on its own, that. Clever. This could finish it. And twice over, Lisa Kopp keeps Tottenham in the contest with 90 seconds of normal time to play. First Ash Lawrence and then Sjöka Nusken denied. And that is what they trained for, to make the save, jump up, make it again. Really good from Kopp. Now at the other end, Lawrence under pressure from Naz. Just about dealt with it. Tricky bouncing ball as we go into the final minute. Out by Bjorn. Canada trying to find some room. Nelden not giving her any. Corner is the call as we go into the first of 6 added minutes. Guro Wrighton, over the years, one of the most popular players in this Chelsea squad. Tough season for her this time around, playing second fiddle and missing a couple of chunks with injury. Sandy Baltimore's really hit the ground running. Naz. Look at Chelsea's work ethic to get back, get players behind the ball though, protecting this lead. Still 5 minutes to play. Drew Spencer's been quiet against a former club, not the only one. Space here. Wimberg with the cut back. Nusken cuts it out. They might not have quite as much craft this season, but they've still got every bit as much graft, Chelsea. Captain trying to release Beever-Jones, needed to go over the top. Birmingham City 2, London City Lionesses 2. In the Women's Championship, winner take all, although draw a take all in the case of London City Lionesses. Birmingham though from 2 down, if they're very quick they could yet get promotion. Fleck on from Martha Thomas, hacked out by Natalie Bjorn. Well, for 4 minutes, we're going to see Lena Gunning-Williams here. It's just Naz who's being replaced. Not sure how much she's been able to impress Serena Wiegman here. ...20 years young, Gunning-Williams is on. Few appearances from the bench, that's it. In her fledgling career. I think he suggested a 3 up top, Robert Villahelm, with that latest set of instructions. We'll have at least 3 minutes to play here. It's an efficient winning machine. It's close to yet another narrow margin. Beaver Jones. Canarad. Milden did all she could against her fellow Swede. It's been something of a habit in this run-in, just about doing enough to get over the line, Chelsea. Probably got one more brief spell of defending to do from this. Presumably be ball launched forward by Kopp, or maybe not. Spence. Captain wins it back. Chelsea keep it here. They're done. Well, they haven't. Cheap giveaway. England. It's the bad cross. Hunt's gone up front. Hunt's committed the foul on Lola Brown, and that should be that. Hampton launches it. All eyes on Mel Burgin now. Stand up for the champions is the cry from the travelling support here. That's a silly challenge from Guro Wrighton, who should know better than that. And Tottenham should just have a chance to launch it now into the Chelsea box. Snatch a point right at the end. Lisa Kopp is coming up. Hannah Hampton's already made a stoppage time save from a fellow keeper in this season. 1-0 win, first game of the campaign against Villa. In it goes from Sumanen. There's the flick on. Kopp is there. No Chelsea players are going to grab it. Doesn't matter now. It's yet another win for the Blues winning machine. For the 9th time this season, they win by a single goal. Created and scored from the penalty spot by Kat Macario there. 1 to play. Their unbeaten season is still on. A record points haul is still on. And Tottenham still can't win. 5 straight home defeats. They've not beaten anyone anywhere since January. But Chelsea are finding a way to beat just about everyone everywhere, certainly when it comes to the domestic. It wasn't a thriller, and there weren't that many chances. Hannah Hampton with a big save one-on-one to deny Charlie Grant. Thanks to that and the Macario penalty, the title winners will go into their final game against Liverpool with records still to be set, as well as a trophy to lift. Another clean sheet for Hannah Hampton, and a good performance in front of the England coach. And 3 more points for Chelsea. They've come to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and they have won by a 1-0.